Hey, B Wise. Hey, Ashley Pearson. What's going on, loves? Who else in here? It's Makeup Monday. I hope y'all feeling well here. Fresh, new, all that good stuff. 11 I'm seeing. Feel free to talk, chat, use those chakra topics open. All topics open. Required to read the title in the description box here. Check out the community post where I post regular content of my own, as well as others you may want to see. Weekly, bi-weekly oracle messages and zodiac reads. If the meditation music is too loud during your turn, I can make some adjustments. There's nobody on the donation list at this time, so if you're to donate, you more likely, excuse me, to be the first person or at the start of the list. Let me know anything else you'd like to see for this channel as far as pick cards, collectives, spiritual knowledge, advice, etc., things of that nature. Um, and I think that's what I want to mention at this time. Thank you, everyone. Ooh, my voice sounds a little hoarse. Like clear that throat chakra. I'm gonna mute it temporarily. Okay, we're back unmuted here. Ooh, I was just laughing because I don't know if it was a meme or a TikTok, but it was like when you're trying to meditate and then all these random crazy flooded thoughts start coming in, and his thoughts were so funny because it was like um, negative thoughts, funny random things from years ago that it just all of a sudden just came in, like different stuff like that, and it was just funny. Like that's kind of what happened to me today. I'm like, Oh my gosh, I'm trying to really focus. Darn it. Wow, that is so interesting. Mm. It's like I knew I would worry about having come back then. Thank you, Ashley. So if you're ready now, you may go ahead with your question. So I'm just gonna read the question. Did me expressing how I feel to Pesto Virgo make him open up more? Yeah, Ashley Pearson expressing themselves to Virgo with Pesto, make Virgo with Pesto open up more. Please clarify, spirit. Ooh, no. They might have a lot of trauma. They could be a very defensive person because from what it's looking like right now, they could kind of feel like they're not sure if you're like trying to manipulate in a way. Like they're not necessarily sure of your intentions. And I'm hearing sugar-coated truth or filter. They might also be a person that's a little bit of a, I hope you don't take it offensive, maybe a little bit of a know-it-all kind of thing. So it's kind of like when people tell them, like, give them advice or tell them, like, maybe it's not really them trying to tell them what to do. Maybe some people do, but maybe people's intentions aren't to tell them what to do, but then maybe they just feel like it comes off that way to them here because of, their trauma or like how they view things. Hey, SB, what's going on, hon? They could be very impatient for something. I feel like it's impatient to take it to the next level with you. You got the Devil, Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Swords upright, King of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Cups, and the Empress in reverse. I don't know why I just heard hooked on the look. Some of this could be coming out of mother wounds or father wounds that they have. Yeah, I feel like you hit a nerve, and not that they feel like you're an annoying person. They feel like the situation is annoying here because, like I said, because of probably what went on in their life and them having certain perspectives about things. And they could be very intelligent and smart and do know a lot of information. They might, so that could be the case. They might really do know a lot, but they don't really like let it be known. So it's like when other people come towards them with that same information, they're kind of like, I know, but it's like you don't know, but they're still annoyed or irritated. Or it could be the other way around to where they're just, you know. He knows what. I don't get what you're saying. He knows what. So this, I feel like this is in general, like whatever situation, because I'm not sure if there's a situation here I can try to pick up on, see exactly what probably happened. But I haven't got to that point yet. But this is like, if you know people that is like a know-it-all or people who, because these are traits that I'm picking up off this person that they could have been feeling or they feel typically, when people express to them or give advice or do what they say or so this could be a person who knows it all. I'm getting know-it-all. I'm getting impatient here. I'm getting they might have some trauma around mother or father wounds. Could be both, and that's really hard because it's like, dang, you got a mother wound and a father wound, both parents. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, certain traits, you could have like hit a nerve or you could have triggered here. So that's why I feel like it didn't necessarily make him open up. It could have made them close off, like, ooh, no, be a little like, You just have to be. It's not like expressing myself. That'll be closing yourself off. It's just certain people you can't express yourself to. Like, not every, and it's not that automatically because you can't express they're a bad person. Some people are just not ready or able for that vulnerability here. You know, especially if they've been closed off their whole life, or certain traumas, certain triggers. Not everybody wear their heart on their sleeves, that kind of thing. So he did express some type of stuff. It wasn't no lovey dovey. Yeah, it don't have to be lovey dovey. Like I said, I don't know exactly what you sent them or the situation at hand, really, because I'm not really picking on the what. I'm not picking up on the what. I'm just picking up on the, basically how they're feeling, or I mean, if they're opening up. So, to see him and feel like he be dodging me, but he expressed his stuff back. Yeah, so maybe he was like, "You're assuming." Maybe that he felt some kind of way about that. Yeah, I told him I understand. Maybe he felt like it was conflicting or contradicting or back and forth. Like you understand, then you say you don't understand. I don't know. I'm picking up on a irritated, annoyed energy. Hey, Sunkar, what's going on, love? So actually, it's a moment. You just hear a song in the background. I don't feel like talking, whatever. Like that's why I'm like I keep getting this irritated or annoyed energy. So it's like you could have actually did something, or you could have triggered something that you weren't aware of, which I feel like could be the case. Or you both could be annoyed. Redo something, reconsider a decision, go back to the past, start over, do it again. Here we have out here. I'm hearing just wait till the weekend. So maybe you guys made plans for the weekend. Yeah, I feel like it's more it's a little more deeper than you thinking. It's an underlining here. That's why I said it could be the case of you triggering something that you weren't aware of here, because we got resentment, stinging words, bitterness, anger, grief, sorrow, and pain out here. We have how you feel is not my problem. You know that's so interesting because I actually kind of got that line from that song that was just playing here. That's why I was like, I kind of feel like that tied into your reading. Yeah, they're like, I really hope it works out between us because they feel like they could already feel like, oh my gosh, I hope this don't start going downhill here. So I definitely feel like they, not to be offensive, they could have felt like you were nagging here, and that's where the irritating and stuff is like coming from. You know, he should be glad because I don't even do stuff like that. Yeah, y'all gotta be glad for one another. It's not one sided. It's not one sided. Everybody just feelings that matters. Everybody presence matters. All that. But yeah, that's like, what equal give and take genuine connections should have, kind of thing. So that's why I say, like, gotta be careful who you connect yourself with, and then when you do connect, you can't be like stingy, and because then you're only hurting yourself too. Just because somebody is annoyed with you, don't mean they're gonna cut you off. Like that's small. Like if you really have a good connection, one little argument, one little annoyance is not always automatically cut. Bye, bitch. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? Like not every situation is like that. You know. You getting on my nerves, but I love you. Getting on my nerves right now. Right now, let's just take space. Sometimes it happens. It's not black and white all the time. Maybe he feel like you wanted more attention. He's trying to show you that more attention or what you want here. But yeah, I'm hearing pay attention to the signs, not the red flags. That's another thing that I do have, but that didn't come out. Right now, we getting pay attention to the signs. Like y'all could be, or I don't know, it could be one. I'm getting a little one sided, honestly. But yeah, sometimes change, sometimes space is good. I mean, people got their lives outside of you. Things don't have to be 24/7. But a connection is good when you're able to have that space and you're able to have a life outside. And then when y'all get together, oh, it's nothing but fun, love, catching up with one another. But sometimes, a couple hours, day, things go on, things happen. But if it's like months that you're not talking to this person, then that's a whole different story. But yeah, sometimes a little space, a little here and there, is good. It's healthy. But yeah, I feel like it is one sided. I feel like, no offense, it could be a little on your end because we got the high priestess for you and we have the magician for them. Magician talks about, having all the resources and tools. High priestess could be holding back. You could be holding back, honey, keeping things. You are coming out though. You're expressing little by little, but you only get so far expressing little by little here, and then it backfires, and then you think it's the other person. That's what I'm kind of getting. Like you was just saying, like, see, I shouldn't have. But it's like giving little by little. If you're gonna be open, put yourself out there. You got to be open, put yourself out there, because you can't say like, so for example, like if you love someone, but you come in like, I like you or I really like you. Some people can pick up on your vibe, your energy, like you really want to say you love me, but you holding back, and they don't like it. Like say you love me, you feel me? Like that's the type of energy I'm getting, and not everybody is gonna be like accepting of I like you or really like you. Like I want to hear that I love you, honey. You don't even be texting them. See, dang. So yeah, maybe they want you to initiate or give them a little more attention. Maybe they want to pull back, but then when they pull back, you started complaining. Y'all all fucked up. Ooh, but it be like that sometimes. But yeah, how he dodging you? He texting every day. See, that's why I'm saying it's a fuckery for me. Why you start me off like this, Ashley? Uh, Look at that. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. A new romantic cycle begins. Work through your fears. Oh, y'all he gonna start. He's not right now, but he's gonna start too. Some things take time. Like it's a balance. Gotta have a balance because I definitely feel you on the options and moving on when somebody don't serve you, but at the same time, sometimes you could be like too much of a queen of swords and moving on too fast that you don't even give a situation a chance or try to fill it out fully before you make a decision. And that's just as bad sometimes. Opening up. Hey, like a can of tuna. No, I'm just kidding. Like what? But yeah, if it's a situation of one little thing go on, you run from the connection. Got to work on that running energy. But yeah, I hope they gave you clarity. I hope you got something out of that. Thank you much, hon, and I'd love to see you around some other time here. Uh, Sun card, if you're here and ready to post your question, hon. She said, "Got a blast, gotta go." I'm fine. How are you? Let me see which deck did it. I just really do not like mixing my decks up, and that's what I feel like I just did. So let me try to separate these. Ooh, why my voice sound like that? Get it together. Get it together, girl. Did I answer you, Sun card? But yeah, I'm fine. How are you? Um, I've been like really like even more working on healing. Um, Keeping up with my happiness and peace. Been going back out more because I was just really just work, all work, no play kind of thing. Um, Going back out in nature more, like just getting back on my path for real, for real. Right, yeah, coming out, the quarantine, girl. Yeah. Trying to dress up more because I'm the type that just like I really just go with the flow and dress however, whenever. And, I just like my ponytails, just slip my hair in a ponytail for the most part. But now, I'm gonna start getting more into like, and not to say it's nothing wrong with your natural hair and stuff like that, because I love it. But sometimes I want a nice wig, and more into wigs or different stuff like that. And I don't really do makeup, but little lip gloss, and I feel like it takes me a very long way. That lip gloss. but just changing it up. Go back to work. Ooh, how was break? So if you don't mind, I do want to do your reading as like a channeling form here with the cards. Unless you want me to just, just pull the messages, or just read the cards, but I'm in that mood. I don't really. Yes, trip away. I don't plan my outfits. I just get up and whatever. But yeah, I want to start dressing a little bit more casual and stuff, like the blouses and stuff. You do? Well, you're gonna have to help me, some card, because I don't plan. Like, it do come out cute. Like, don't get me wrong. I know how to dress. It's just the fact that I don't plan my outfits for the next day. I just get up wake up, and then I'm like, guess I put this on today. Hey, it's when you do that, it's better to have more than less, because you never know. You never know what you probably gonna have to change into. You never know if any type of accidents you don't want to happen. You never know if the weather acting funny and just whatever. You never know. Oh, just for the vacations. Oh yeah. Y'all, I'm just catching on to Amazon having clip-on earrings. I'm like, what? How did I not think of that? So now, yes, I'm about to cop me some, because I can't really wear just regular earrings with my ears. That's a different story. Right? Because baby, I'm telling you, when I dress up, oh my gosh, and it's like I don't be doing that. Like, I need to step for real. Like, I don't be showing that I can really step for real. Not saying I'm ugly when I don't dress up, but like just when I dress up, like, honey, I'm giving. So I don't want to rant too long. This ain't about me. Um, what messages does Sunfire Spirit Guys have for them at this time? Feel free to talk chat. Use the throat chakra recommended to read the title in the description box here. Check out the community post here. Let me know what ideas you'd like to see for this channel here. The list is updated in the chat for everyone to see. If the music is disturbing during your turn, I'll make some changes. Okay, thank you, everyone. All right, let me go. Ooh. You're like a breath of fresh air. We're so happy that you're deciding to allow things that bring you, or like a fresher breath air, a breath of fresh air, into your life, and that you're not so enclosed, and that you're, you know, putting yourself out there. It might be a slow progress, but it's a progress. Look on the brighter side. There could be a King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that sees your growth as well. You will catch up with your coworkers. You will finally get some clarity in regards to what you've been feeling in your work environment. We love that you are coming into receiving energy and not feeling bad about receiving. And we're happy that you're being honest with yourself. Some blessings could have already came in or prepared for blessings on blessings on blessings back to back. Don't be surprised. Some call it luck. We call it blessed. Take care of your soaps and your crystals, or some type of, if you're working on projects with soaps and crystals, I'm seeing a lot of success. Yes, I can see that. You charging your crystals, definitely. You could be having a lot of sexual dreams or sexual energy that you're concerned about. But I feel like this energy is nudging you to be more serious here in regards to your life and your life purpose. If you've been wondering if you should study anatomy, go ahead. You don't necessarily have to go to school. If you feel like you can find some good books around, definitely. I'm hearing invest in yourself. Maybe you've been thinking about some shoes for support. You don't have to be ashamed about your youth. You could be going on a family vacation coming up. You could also get a call within the family on your help here around some mental issues. You could have trouble choosing between options. I'm getting to choose the newer option. Of course, free will. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if you can't prove it, move on from it. In love, here options in love. You might also, you could already did this, or you have the opportunity to move, especially away from maybe neighbors that were gang stalking or just was annoying to you. I'm not actively dating right now. So this could be in the future here, then past, present, future. So if, someone comes along that's new and then you got an old option that's in your energy around the time in the near future or sometime in the future, this could be saying go for the new. So past, present, future tends to show, keep an open mind that some things might not resonate now, but they can happen in your life and then they start to resonate. But let's see any other messages that they have for you at this time. Ooh. We have 444. You could be seeing a lot of 444. Get disciplined. Set a foundation. We love you. You are chosen. We're close protecting you. Let go of fear. You're aligned with the universe. 444 could also have a lot of other meanings for you as well, but those are the main meanings that I've got from it. Yes, you could be working on your throat chakra here. They're proud of you for going through this awakening here. Because not everybody does it. Some people feel like, ooh, I'm giving up. It's too hard, or I don't want to do it, or, But I feel like you're going to be soon to speak your truth. And that's why I feel like I'm going back to that energy where it says, get serious. Manifestations could be on the way. Balance multiple streams of income. Be the bigger person. Give love. Do a good gesture. Don't seek revenge. Don't lower your vibration. There could be an apology coming your way, or you need to apologize to someone. But yeah, lots of healing. Pay attention to animals that are connecting with you. They could have messages for you. Yep, the energy you need to be in is rebellion. Your rebellious mind is a force that is able to remove smoke and screens, which could cloud the mind of someone who follows their own path, not that which is popular. You could also develop more gifts, or these gifts you already have probably are becoming stronger as far as discernment, also known as intuition and telepathy. If you're placing crystals on your forehead, I feel like that's really helping you or beneficial, or this could be a suggestion. Hey, Krishna. Yes, I remember you, hon. I still have you down for your yes or no, so I will add you to listen in one moment. Thank you. Courage is knowing it might hurt. It might hurt, and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. That's why life is hard. What is the difference between courage and stupidity in your life? So this is, cracking down on some reflection here. What are some things that you can't really place blame on someone because you keep deciding to do, and what are some things that you're actually just being, courage, having courage about. But yeah, this is a beautiful journey that you're on. Yes, focus on yourself more and not so much your divine masculine or other things that take too much away from yourself here, because that's ultimately what matters the most here, because it's your life, your journey. You're the one who has to live it. You're the one who, who has to figure it out. You have a special, unique gift or connection, to your spirit guides that nobody else has. So you're the one who's going to be hearing them. You're going to be the one, So yes. Heavy on the throat chakra. Yeah, I'm here. You can only get so far with limiting yourself, playing it safe, not speaking your truth, hiding your gifts, accepting bare minimum, allowing people to drain your energy. Yeah. Staying stuck in cycles. I'm hearing break free, break free, break free. This is random, and I don't know if it's going to be for you or not, or it could be in the future again. So keep an open mind about the future, because sometimes things happen in the future, and that's why I say come back with updates, because some things can happen in the future. But I don't know if you've been feeling drawn to get a certain type of tattoo on your arm, and I'm hearing it is meaningful or it will be meaningful. So I'm not sure if that's something you're like been thinking about, wondering about, concerned about at this time, or again, this could play out in the future. So definitely come back with updates on that. All of this, if something's not resonating now. But yes, I hope this gave you clarity. I hope you got something out of that. Thank you so much, love, for stopping by, and I hope to see you around some other time here. I probably should have did a voiceover for you, to be honest. But I knew I was feeling drawn to do a challenge for you. But I don't know if you noticed now that I do have different options for channeling. We have 3 different options. We have it with the cards. We have it with the voiceover, where you just basically hear me just just going with my voice, no cards, no paper, no page, no writing down, no none of that. Or you could just do the page. So it's 3 different forms that I have now. But I knew I was feeling drawn to channel for you here. But that was one that I got just off the top of the dome. That's why I was like, that's very interesting because maybe I should have did a voiceover for you. I feel like all the messages still apply, but I think I'm getting more and more into channeling. You still designing it? Ooh, yes. Go ahead with your badass. I know me. I only got 2 tattoos, which one of them I don't like, and I'm like, dang, I wish I wouldn't have got it. The other one, I like it. And I could get it bigger, I could not. I feel like I'll still be okay. I do like it. But I want some more, and I want them to be really meaningful. I was thinking about getting 444 on me somewhere because that's my favorite synchronicity, and 1010 because those are the ones that really like hit me, the ones that let me know about, even aware of my ancestors, even aware that they were really guiding me and moving me and kept on saving me, kept on protecting me, kept on giving me chances. When I had my car accident, I already knew like spirit was behind it. I'm like, as soon as I got out the car of my car accident, I was like, basically spirit trying to tell me something. Like I could really feel it. And then when I added up the numbers of everything of my car accident, it added up to 1010. I'm like, oh yeah, I keep seeing it a lot. It was a part of my accident situation. And then 444 again being my favorite one and my protection and everything. Because one day I was crying on the couch and like I was crying bad. And I heard a voice. That's how I knew I was clairaudient, a part of clairaudient too. And then I seen 444. So yeah, I'm probably have to probably get those 2 numbers for real. I have a thigh one on my collar and then one on my arm. Oh, those thigh ones be cute. And then and the collar, yeah, those be cute. Those are cute areas. The neck, that's sexy. I mean, the designs I'm working on, yes, that's very creative. I actually have 5 tattoos already. Oh, you moving? About to have a sleeve. Nah, would you get a sleeve though? Christian. Okay. Please let me not do this because I know I've been getting your name right, and again, it's a very beautiful name, Krishna. Are you here ready for your yes or no question, huh? Thank you, Sun So I'll actually this one went. What happened to the let me see. They must have paused it or something. Hold on. But yeah, I'm gonna have to tread lightly because I know I like to play music, but then they be over here trying to throw those copyrights, so I gotta make sure I switch it up and have some meditation too. They don't really get you on that. So it was just for one, right, Sun because they gave me a notification, then it went away. Um, okay, I actually went into it. Okay, thank you for confirming. Krishna, are you here ready to post your yes or no, huh? Thank you for your patience too, by the way. Y'all don't really be looking at the pictures and stuff when y'all be seeing payments and stuff, but y'all are beautiful. Like Yes, very beautiful. Like, okay, I'm not gonna say that. But I will say this: like, I'm not the type of person, and this is funny because people do it, and I just laugh about it. But like, I don't care if we are like, I wouldn't say enemies because I don't have no enemies. I don't have that much power. I don't give that much power to people to be an enemy now. But like, if we're just having a disagreement, or we just don't vibe, or we just ain't there, like, I'm not just gonna you ugly just because of that. Like, if you're really beautiful, like, I don't care if we're getting into it or not. Like, you still like you're still beautiful. But that'd just be so funny to me when people like when you get into it now, all of a sudden you're ugly, this and that, and all this other stuff is going on. Like, no, tell the truth. She says you updated it. Right? I know I need to update mine. I'm over there looking like a crip dressed in all blue. But blue is my favorite color, and it's like basically I need to smile, and I'm like, girl, how you know I wanted to meme her? Like, how you know I just didn't want to take a picture like that? I don't want to smile. Can you have about everything if we move together? Okay, I think it buffered, but you guys should be hearing me now. Krishna, true, physically beautiful, but your personality just ugh. Krishna would like to know regarding the person they're referring to here, their kids. Be happy with Krishna and the person they're referring to if they all move together and be in one home, please, Spirit, under one roof, Spirit. Nine of Wands, Temperance, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Moon, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Devil, and Eight of Swords. I'm getting a no here. There could be like a lot of one-sidedness to where the point that only one person or just a few only one person or just a few people's like happiness matters here. And I do see a lot of financial stability, but as far as other departments, those departments could be suffering here, outside of, it could be emotional, mental, physical, etc. Anything outside of finances I'm getting. Um, and I want to see who particularly this is. Let me see. Let me clarify. We got fallen off torn. I actually feel like this might make it worse. And sometimes it happens. You can't live with everybody here. And they say you truly don't know a person until you live with them, kind of thing. King Physical in reverse and Queen of Wands here. I wouldn't necessarily say they're not happy, but if they keep getting rejected as far as like wanting to follow their heart or do certain things, then it could start to become that here. And I could see that it might be too much focus on you or your person and kind of back and forth as far as you guys that it might take away from them here. So I see like if you do want to do this here, it's gonna really have to be like, a family dynamic. Otherwise, it will be a lot of separation. I feel like that separation will cause a lot. Yes, I just answered that about the kids. Let's literally answer that. Um, but yeah, if you missed it, you could rewind. And I'm saying the causes here. Like again, I don't see them necessarily right now like being up happy here. But if this energy comes in with you and moves in with you, this can change a lot because it will be like you guys focusing on each other too much, or too much focus on like the parents, or even if you guys don't have children together, that it might start cause a separation and then they will start to become a little unhappy here. So that's why I was saying like if you do decide this move in with this person that you're asking about here, it's gonna have to be a lot of family dynamic situations that go on, making sure that you do most things, don't have to be all things, but most things as a family. Otherwise things could fall apart and crash. That's why I say you don't really know a person until you move in with them. Things change when you move with people. You can't live for everybody. It's a lot to keep up with, especially if you're used to a certain routine or how you're currently living and residing at this time. Okay, I'll type instead, huh? Yeah, so it's but okay. So I think I'm a little delayed, and we might be having buffering back and forth a little here and there. But yeah, sometimes the internet goes haywire, and I can only control it to a certain extent here. These devices have a mind of their own, and I'm not the one who controls the Wi-Fi, or I'm not the one who creates the internet and all that. So sometimes we gotta do what we best can do. Um, but yeah, I'm not seeing jealousy. So let's go back over because I know I typed it, but I do want to go back over so that you get a better understanding. because it seems like not much understanding. But yeah, I don't see. Okay, so at this exact moment that you're asking the question, I do not see the children unhappy. Okay, so we got that part. But when this person comes in, person you're asking about, and you're saying, when you move together, how will it be? Now I'm on that. Now I'm answering that. Things can start to go downhill once that happen here, because it will be a lot of focus on you and the person here and causing separation. So I'm seeing like to do a lot of things mostly as a family dynamic, as far as having dinner together as a family, you, them, and the children, doing different whatever activities here as a family. Don't have to be all the time, but most of the time, because if not, cause a lot of separation. And if the kids keep getting rejected with their heart desires, they could start feeling isolated here, and things should just go haywire. I'm seeing it go worse here. That's what I'm seeing as how it will be as your answer of your yes or no. Things will get worse here. So these are things to warn you that can happen. So you could possibly catch this here. So even though I'm saying that, it will become worse, this could also be your warning to work on certain things so that it don't become worse, which would be also known as the doing mostly things as a family. So I hope that cleared things up for you here. I hope that gave you clarity on that, and I'd love to see you around some other time here. But yeah, don't focus too much on you or that person here. If it's too much toxicity, or only you and that person's happiness matters, or one of you person's happiness matters, um, gotta cut that loose. Gotta either cut that situation loose or cut that person loose. Y'all can still hear me, see me, all that. Let me know, because I'm like, please. After I just said all that, my throat is dry, it's rusty and stuff. Please let me know, because if not, I'll have to type again. It's in the description box. Whenever this that none of us have control over this internet stuff, please let me know, because I can type instead. I can make a new live. I can figure something out for you. If it takes too long to do any of that, or we can't do any of that, I will refund you. So it's certain things. So definitely, yes. I know we probably all frustrated. I'm even frustrated because, I like to just say it and get it over with. Who wants to take the time out just to be typing and doing all that? Sometimes it's cool because it gives you a little peace, and maybe you don't want to talk, but most of the time I just want to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. Let me see. But yeah, everybody in the family is equally important here. So keep that in mind, because again, if that's not the case, it will be a result of things becoming worse. And we don't want that. I know you don't want that. One person in the house want to be treated like the king and everyone like peasants, or one person in the house want to be treated like the queen and everyone peasants, or the king and queen want to be treated like king and queen and everyone peasants. It is not going to work out. So I hope they gave you clarity. Sun card, are you here and ready for your question, huh? 1717 synchronicity. 7 people in the live stream. Shout out to the 7 people in the live stream. Feel free to talk, chat, use the throat chakra. Recommended read title in the description box here. Let me know any ideas you'd like to see for this channel here. I will update the list in a moment here. If the meditation music is too loud or disturbing, I will adjust and make some changes. Bear with me. Today might be a little bit of just one of those days. Hey, when the internet is not trying to behave. But yeah, we're going to keep it going here. Like, please support. Keep the channel going and growing. What advice does Spirit have regarding my connection with you, please? Hello. You're welcome, hon. Thank you. Okay. Okay. This is unraveling, unworking, releasing the energy of, desensitivity, desensitize, demonetize, dehumanize here. Getting out of things that you feel are normal but actually aren't normal or shouldn't be normal, kind of thing, as far as desensitize here. Demonetize, this could be like the energy of a blocking energy, whether this is physically, um, or energetically. Dehumanize, of course. We're human at the end of the day. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, what are some things that you've noticed to be normal that is not actually or should it not be, that goes on in this connection? We also have work through your fears, or work releasing negativity. Maybe your fears is around negativity. And I know some people don't like it, but I do want to bring up, it might be an energy of toxic positivity. I know some people are like, what? How could you be like too much positive? Or how could you be like too much of a nice person? Or it is a such thing, because then it steps over into people pleasing, being a doormat, brushing things under the rug, pretending things that are okay, not wanting to express your feelings because you feel like, oh, I wouldn't be a nice person if I express that I don't feel happy today, or I don't feel good today, or I feel like you did me wrong, or whatever that may be here. So these are things to address in your connection, or just address with yourself in general, and about this connection, that will help this situation. Okay. I might have turned this into. Yeah, so I'm getting that, positive thoughts, positive thoughts here, but not to the extent. Okay, so I'm gonna explain as well. 1818 synchronicity that I've seen too, you might be seeing that a lot. Um, but it's like, yes, positive thoughts, but this doesn't mean ignore your trauma, ignore your childhood wounds, ignore telling somebody you can't, disrespect me because you're trying to keep the peace. Sometimes it's okay to keep the peace. Sometimes you need to speak up for yourself, stand up for yourself, not keep allowing people to drain your energy because you just want to be a nice person, or you're just empathetic, or just, you know, because you don't want to disrupt things. You don't want, changes. You're scared of the outcome. But yes, good to have positive thoughts and, positive vibes only, but to a certain extent here. Because sometimes at the end of the day, you're being a nice person, but you're just giving up your energy, giving up your money, giving up this, that, and the third, when it comes to certain individuals here. And I'm also getting, this is interesting. We have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon in reverse. So the energy I'm getting up is don't be dependent or codependent on your dreams. Now this could be actual dreams that you're having in other realms. So you had a dream about something, or this could just be like your goals here, not to be codependent or dependent on it here. Because maybe this could be a thing to always looking forward to something, obsessed with the future, just waiting for things to play out instead of actually like taking actions and having stuff go on now and things change now here. So I don't know if you heard that or you're still hearing, but the way it's going, I do want to keep up with that because, and if you have to step out for a moment, let me know so I can type it instead for you. Okay, thank you. I'm like, please. But yeah, they're letting you know they're proud of you. Don't think that you're too far off. Like you're actually you're doing some stuff right now. Like you just mentioned, I'm focusing on myself a little bit more than too much on my person here. Because yes, it has to be a balance here. You have to focus. Yes, it's good to focus on your person. Sometimes that's how you have a partnership, but you also can't put too much focus on them because you're forgetting about yourself here. If you forget about yourself, then you don't have much energy for you or your partner now. You know, it's like a it could be a win-win. It could be a win-lose. It could be a lose-lose. It could be. It's like, what do you want it to be? 22, 22 synchronicity. I'm saying. I don't know if you're doing this, so if it resonates, let me know. Take it with a grain of salt. But if this is the case of you constantly getting tarot readings about this person or pulling for yourself, this could be taken, kind of withdraw from it a little bit here. This could even be trying to tap into your own intuition to figure out what's going on with this person here too, if it's not like tarot or something. Like you might have noticed that you pulled your energy back from this person and not focusing, but it could be other areas that maybe you're still kind of focusing that you're not aware of. And it's like, yeah, you might have pulled away from like not like texting them or keep asking about them or getting advice, or but maybe you're still trying to tap in, kind of thing. They say we need you completely out of it right now. Ooh, this might be too loud. You said unintentionally, subconsciously? Man, tell me about it. I still can't believe that the spirit allowed me to see that man at the store after everything. Literally went the same around, same time, getting the same exact thing, all of that. I'm like, really? Yeah, maybe it's like, but it's okay. Like you can't like always fight off the thoughts and stuff. But maybe it's a need of like, don't look for the signs, or just let the signs come for you. If you're intentionally, purposely trying to look for the signs, you might get the wrong message, or you might just like make yourself obsessed, go a little, insane if you let it. And that's in general, not just even with love connections. Like you keep purposely looking for a synchronicity, like like trust me, it will come to you in the right matter, divine timing, and it'll be more meaningful, excuse me, than you like looking. Oh, you said you naturally look. Okay, my bad. I thought you said I like intentionally look. I'm here just because you're not texting them, talking to them, chasing them, or anything doesn't mean you're not doing anything here. Yeah, it's called surrender. I'm hearing I will wait for you because I don't know what else I can do. Maybe that's the energy you're in towards them. This is softening up to love here a lot, and this is practicing with other people in your life too, not just this person here. Softening up to love, allowing that love you want in your life, people that actually do probably love you at this time in your life here, that support everything. Look at that. My will, thy will, macromanaging the universe. Make sure you're keeping up with your um, offerings to your spirit team and your person here. They said the way you treat them, treat your person. It's the same thing they said. Breath of the Cosmos, page 42, breaks down to number 6. There's a mysterious force that governs all of life, and intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you too. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's the hardest to resist this force than it is to surrender to it, because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will. It's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling that we need to go at it alone. We can feel isolated, and if we need to figure things out for ourselves, we rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of yourselves, to remember that you're a precious child of loving, gentle universe, that you have access to all of the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there everywhere are or will be, and to remember that if flowers know exactly when to bloom or how to bloom, then you too. Yes, I feel like this is overall saying here. Again, like I was talking about earlier, the surrendering energy here. That you don't necessarily always have to like do something to feel like you're doing something. Like surrendering is doing something, and also again allow others to help you, friends, family, vice versa here. Like I said, receive, receive, receive. And earlier in your other message, it was talking about that as well. Like you could be getting that energy of, receiving, allowing love into your life, support, all of that. Being more connected to things and the people that are around you here. Yeah, the balance of being connected and being um, detached and not too far into it that is aloof, or not and too far into the other energy to where it's codependent, but you're finding that middle ground. But yeah, so once you start to get in this receiving energy, you'll probably stop rejecting the person, because sometimes you could have rejected this person before they even came in with what they was doing, or you could have been rejected them and not necessarily sure how or why or what you were rejecting. Could have been some illusions around them actually trying to give to you, but you pushing it off because you feel like, oh, I can give that to myself, and that's fine. That's a good attitude, but it also can be a bad attitude when it comes to loved ones and support and everything like that. Like you know you can do it on your own. You don't have to prove to anyone. You don't have to prove to yourself. You don't have to say, oh, I'm weak and because I allow someone else to do it for me, I can do it on my own. Like sometimes it's like allow that help. But, why do it all on your own? Sometimes you could be feeling drained, or sometimes you just want to relax and get treated, whatever. I know I can do it on my own, but shoot, if you want to give me $50, even though I know I can make this $50 on my own, you know, that's a blessing. That's receiving. Why not? Why not? And then if you had that to like everyone around you, the attitude of, oh, I can do it by myself, I don't need, then it's like pushing everybody away. And then you look up and then you're like, oh shit, I'm lonely because you're like pushing everybody away. you know. But it's okay sometimes. Like even though you know how to do it, like give thanks, give credit for the people that, like, they might not know much of like what to do or how to support you, but they're doing it in their own way, or they're doing it in some type of way, whether you see it as like, oh, I can do that myself or not. Oh, Loki said, are we going right? Yeah, same. Because maybe you're stuck on the energy of, I'm always in this energy of of having connections go wrong, or it's always played out to where I didn't need nobody again, and now it's like, or I didn't want nobody, and now it's like I need and want somebody. Oh shit. Or maybe you're like, I always lived in my shadow side. And I feel like that's something you it's like, get the fuck away from me. Excuse my language. Or this, I don't know about this. Nah. Something else gonna have to go on. But yeah, living in shadow side could be like always living in a pessimistic viewpoint, or it could be a delusional viewpoint for some. Could be an energy of just always living in your trauma, living in your depression, living in your anxiety. Um, keep living in cycles and programmings and conditions. But yeah, I was just basically saying like you um, could have just been always living in your shadow side here, or used to live in your shadow side, so you reject anything that wasn't aligned with your shadow side. And it's like if people didn't like uh, cope or soothe or nurture, um, understand that shadow side, it was like hell. But that was just you probably needing to heal, and not necessarily probably the person being wrong. So you could have got that confused. Yep, me too. That's why I definitely know what I'm saying, because me too. Honey, it started very early for me, and that's all I've ever known. You know, that's why sometimes I will be moody. I will be defensive a lot. I will over stand up for myself because I used to not stand up for myself. Or if I did, people will make it seem like I'm crazy. So it's like I'm extra with it, So yeah, it definitely started early for me too. Over explaining myself because I couldn't really express my emotions, and you know being shut down and all that. Yeah, over just all of it. And it's like if other people didn't understand that or get that, it was like hell for them. But I had to realize like not everybody lived through that traumatic stuff. Not everybody is going to understand, you know. And just because they don't, it doesn't necessarily mean push them out, or different stuff like that. And stop probably looking for therapists in my friends and family because they're not a therapist. They cannot help me, you know, or stop trying to heal in the places that broke me. Like you can heal to a certain extent, but times out of 10, you probably ain't gonna be healing in that same environment or whatever situation that broke you, especially if the abuse or whatever keeps going on, keeps getting triggered, keep. But it said you better work, you better slay. Ooh, listen to the song that's playing. What did I just say? It says rise above your fuckheadedness. It says guess who don't have to explain things to nobody. And then we have You don't have time for other people's shit, crazy shit, bullshit, stupid shit, fake shit, shit that has nothing to do with you. All of these things, you know. So don't just focus on one thing because they're all out here. You know, and some of these things are part of surrendering here, like receiving. That's a part of surrendering. Receiving is a part of surrendering. Um, Not always having to utilize your free will is a part of surrendering. Having faith is part of surrendering, you know. Trust, kind of a little bit of part of surrendering. So yeah, definitely that's the main. But yeah, if you're not like if all your life you've never been used to surrendering or receiving or anything like that, you know, it might not for everybody. It might be very hard to do. It might be very uncomfortable. It might feel very weird. You might feel like you don't deserve it. It's not right. It feels funny. You don't like a lot of attention on you. This, that, and the third. Whatever reasons, things you might feel when you get in that receiving energy. For me, it was kind of like, do I actually deserve this? Or feeling uncomfortable? Or I feel like I always had to give back soon after I receive. Like I just not accepting the receiving. Or even just down to a compliment. You know, somebody tell me I'm beautiful. You know, you back then it was like insecure and it's like, did you really mean that? Or like, I don't think so. So how could you? Or whatever it was. Um, or it was like, oh, but you are too. You know, that's cool sometimes, but it's like every time I felt I had to like give that right back. You know, you usually have to do something to receive. Like my parents would give, oh yeah, yeah, yep, definitely. Like you probably had to give them some type of truth of somebody else's secret. You probably had to get an A on the test. You probably had to do clean up the kitchen just to get love, affection, or whatever it is you want to receive. Yeah, definitely understandable. But yeah, it do really cracks down. That's why I hate when people say, your childhood don't play a part. Your childhood definitely does play a part here. It definitely does, and you can still act out on it because some people be still living in the past here and still, you know, living out. It's still like that little hurt girl, little hurt boy. It's something you have to let go, get over, forgive, and heal from. And it really does affect other connections outside of your parents and childhood wounds and stuff. You know, it's linked. You probably noticed that you attract a lot of people that treated you just like your parents or whoever was doing this to you at a young age, or even people around you. Not again, it's not all romantic. Even friendships, coworkers, you probably notice like, dang, some of these people seem a little same, or they treat me a little same, just how I was treated, and that's because you still hold on to the energy um, of that situation. Like for example, if your family dynamic, um, it was always again, for example, me, like it was always crazy to like express yourself or stand up for yourself. You were crazy to do that, and then you might just give up and then you go out in the world and you just let people walk all over you and just don't stand up for yourself, and then you notice and you realize that a lot of people keep doing that and treating you like that, you know. And it's not to say place blame and blame everything on them, because when you grow you definitely have a choice to do different here, but when you're young they affect you a lot here. So you follow after what they do, you learn from them, you try to figure out life from them. Like when you just get here you don't know what's going on, you know. So I just absolutely hate when people say it don't play an effect. Yeah, trauma bonding. My trauma is why I'm on the fence about having kids, like because of their injury. Yes, me too. Oh my gosh, yes. I was just thinking about that. Like I don't have Well, now I'm doing better, but back then I'm like, I don't have the mental health. I don't have the probably still the finances, but I don't have the finances. I don't have like I have no business having a child no time soon. Like I'm still having to heal from my family situation. Like I don't want the same stuff that happened to me to repeat. Like I would never want to be that type of parent. You know what I'm saying? So no. And then not only that, look at the world we're living in. Like it's too much. So I'd be thinking sometimes, like, do I really want children? I don't know. Especially if they're gonna be going through what I'm going through. I don't think so. It was also something else I was like thinking of and realizing the other day. Like, how can I explain it? Like, what if true love, and now am just focusing on like romantic connections. What if that love is the same as like how you feel when you birth a child? Because you know how when people birth a child, they start crying and it's just all this unconditional love and everything like that. What if that's actually like it or the thing when it comes to romantic partners? Like, that's what I was kind of thinking. Or could it just be the case that that person really cares about your childlike energy? Or I don't know. Because for me, I don't really like to put all my business like that, but I could say a certain person. I felt like actually two of my connections. I noticed that we sometimes we would kind of like baby each other, and it didn't feel weird. It wasn't like a weird energy of like, yeah, I don't know. That's the thing that just came down. I don't know, but it didn't feel weird. It just felt very nurturing. I think it buffered for a moment, but yeah, it just felt very nurturing. Like just really like nurturing that sensitive, vulnerable side of somebody, and I don't know. So it was just something I was thinking about, and that I noticed that I had in my two longest long term connections, even though. Despite the other negative things, I just noticed that part that I did appreciate, and I was like, yeah, that was kind of cool. It makes me wonder. But yeah, some people probably would find it like weird or like, what the hell y'all got going on? Because when a woman is really in love, a woman becomes mother. Like, yeah, because I know I was throwing down. Like, if I'm really into you, I ain't throwing down cooking, going downtown. If not, yeah, good luck. I really want. Oh, I missed that one. I really wanted a daughter so bad, but I'll be D if my daughter has grown up. Yeah. Ooh. And I don't know who's it works for, the men or the women. Probably us women. It mm-mm. I feel like if I do, she would at least be aware of a lot of things. I feel like I'd be overprotective and probably a little strict. Not too strict though. But yeah, this is going deep with it, honey. Deep, deep, deep. And digging in the ground and bringing it back up. So that's y'all probably finally, I mean, finally come together. Not at age one. uh, but no, seriously. Yeah, that's why I feel like I have to unravel that first here. Like, just a few months ago, I finally spoke up and released all that I was holding in towards, my mom. And so now she's fully aware that, it's not all cracked up to what it was, and that, um, I wanted more of that motherlyhood from her instead of just like I wouldn't say best friend, because sometimes it was even worse than that. It wasn't even like a best friend, to be honest. But so yeah, she's fully aware of that. And so working on that. But I can see, because I know some of her. I don't know all of it, but I know some of her trauma, and I can see why certain things turned out the way that they were. So it's like at this point, I don't even want certain stuff to go on. I'd rather get that handled first before again I have children and all this other stuff. Because yeah, because at one point it was like a denial of what I was saying. So it was always, oh, that's because you had a problem or this, and that. And I'm like, okay, what problem? What is this problem? Is it imaginary or is it just something to say? Like, what? I'm confused. Is it actual problem? Okay, if it's a problem, why didn't you, address it beforehand? Why didn't you get me help? Why didn't you? Oh, I just wanted things to just work itself out. Okay, it's been years later. I still got this problem. Why hasn't nothing changed? So there were certain things I was confused about. Like, okay, I wanted love and affection. I'm too sensitive because I have a problem. Okay, so what is the problem? Never got an answer of what the problem was with me for wanting that. What was the problem? Very confused. I was like, oh, I just wanted a hug from my mom. Oh, you were just acting out as a child, and that's why I didn't give you a hug. Like, okay. Like, in me, I'm the type of person like, okay, well, maybe let me reflect and see, like, was it actually a problem? But if I don't get any real reasons of me having a problem, then now I'm confused. I had an Aries for a mother and a Sag for a father. I had a hot. Yeah, it was definitely hot up in there. It was summer all the time. But I don't know. It could be a thing of her. Maybe she was depressed at the time and she didn't want to give me the love and affection. Maybe she just didn't speak my love language of physical touch. I'm not really necessarily sure of, certain reasons other than her saying I had a problem, which she never specified exactly what that problem was. So that's why I was like, I'm mad confused, because what did I have, ADHD? Like, never said anything like that. It was just I had a problem and I was acting out, and she had to break me out of that problem, but never said exactly what the problem was. So I was like, okay, yeah. along with a whole bunch of other things. But that was one of the major ones. One of the major ones that I remember that first traumatized me was, when she was neglectful. Lily hold hands in the car, but my family, oh, I'll cringe. And it's probably because of, again, what was going on with you guys back then, the trauma. That you probably feel like, I don't feel comfortable, or the hug feels weird because it don't feel like it's actually love in that hug. Maybe that's what you were feeling, like it's not actually love in this hug. But I can say this, like recently, I don't know how long ago, because she knows about the hug. So she, at first, she was like trying to do it like, a whole bunch of the hug after, I basically expressed like she was trying to hug every 5 seconds. I'm like, it don't have to be like that, but yeah. But she did give me like one of those deep hugs to where I actually did feel comfort and the love. And it made me emotional because, again, back then it was nothing at all. So, but yeah, just I'm still kind of working on it. I'm not necessarily sure how it's gonna turn out, but I will say this: it's way better than when I was holding everything in and didn't let her know how I felt. I did kind of been told her about the hug, but all the other stuff that I mentioned, I didn't necessarily speak about. But yeah, all that time I was just holding everything in because I just, at a certain point, I didn't feel like, what's the point of expressing myself? Because every time I do, it's shut down. You're too sensitive. Stop crying, or I don't have time for this, or whatever the case was. So at a certain point, I just gave up. Like, I'm just not gonna tell you anything because I always feel like it's rejected, it's ignored, it's dismissed, it's lowered. Somebody else's situation was worse, and all these excuses. So I was just like, never mind. Just gonna keep everything to myself, or my business exposed. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep everything to myself. And he say you hug your best friend in a heartbeat, but and hold hands in the car. That's cute. But yeah, and I also noticed that my energy has been drained a lot over the years from certain situations. So now it's kind of like having to rebuild that up. And I noticed, just like you said, when you get your best friends a hug, for me, other connections, like I can easily like entertain and connect with and interact and stuff like that. But when it comes to them, I see a drainage of, it's just like, I don't want to sound offensive, or how could I explain it? It's just like, just all the trauma and the draining for over the years. It's like, you're still draining my energy kind of thing. I don't know. And I feel like part of that is because I wasn't really able to express myself to them, but them to me. So that's why I feel like it is still could be draining sometimes. So that's why I feel like I have enough energy for other connections. Of course, not other like draining people, but not much for them. That's something I noticed. But yeah, you're welcome, hon. Thank you for the donation and your patience and the good conversation, in-depth conversation. Very, very healing and relatable. Yes, please, please, please. But yeah, just keep, your best friend. You seem like y'all really have a good connection. Like, keep being around people like that here, and probably doing what was mentioned here. And definitely, yeah, let me know. Start attracting better for yourself. Yes, period. Sun Car, like, you draining me now. um, Let me see. Who else? If you donate, please claim your donation. Sometimes I don't get a notification. Sometimes your YouTube name might be different from PayPal or Cash App. Feel free to talk chat. Use the throw chakra. Recommended read the title in the description box. If the music is too loud on your turn, I'll make some changes here. There's nobody on a donation list at this time, so if you donate, you're more likely to be the first person right at the start of the list. Let me know any ideas you'd like to see for this channel here. Check out the community post here, where I post very good content of my own, as well as others you may want to see. Weekly, bi-weekly oracle messages and zodiac reads. I think that's about all the mentions this time. Thank you, everyone. Hey, Neelam. I don't know if you been came in or you just now getting in, but hey, what's going on, love? Yes, if you donate, all the information is in the description box. All you have to do is click the title and it will take you there. Some people just can't accept when it says donations only. I do not have it to do free readings 24/7. Actually, at this time, I might take a long pause on free readings because I have absolutely no business doing free readings at this time with my situation. I'm tired too, though. Just a tad. But yes, hope you understand. I have absolutely no business doing free reads at this time. But definitely, I know a lot of great, really wonderful other tarot readers that probably can't answer you today. How many likes I gotta get to feel good? How many likes I gotta get to feel good? How many likes I gotta get to feel good? sage. Get that sage. Yes, indeed. Because all right, I'll be back in, guys. I'm gonna squirt myself to the restroom here. Like this sage roam free. You guys can enjoy the meditation. I'll be back in. Hey, Asia girl. What's going on? I'm fine. How are you? Okay, I was like, did I mute it or not? I forgot I had that window open. Let me close it. I also need to refresh my dang on screen. I hear that. Much better. Emphasis. Much better, yes. Life is good. Life is great, ain't it? Doing just fine. You heard that Mary J. Blige song, Just Fine? Let me see, what meditation is we on? Forty-two synchronicity I'm seeing. Period. Made me understand how strong I am as a person and to pour love into myself. Yes. Probably letting go of some codependency. Yeah, sometimes in these connections you realize that it's maybe I didn't actually want love with this person. Maybe I was just really seeking out love for myself or my family or something else. Maybe it wasn't actually this person. Sometimes that's the case. Or it's just like, I'm good. Like, you can't give me what I deserve, want, or need. I'm good. No need to stay around, whatever it is. But yes, I'm glad. I'm proud of you. Right? no longer in control of your emotions. You're able to control your own emotions and not let them have an effect here. You probably see through the bullshit. But yeah, definitely that situation could have moved you more towards self love. Beautiful. Hey, Infinity Rose, what's going on, huh? I definitely feel you out, honey. I used to definitely couldn't control my emotions and be moved by, what they did and how they did it, what they said, and it affected me. But I soon got gifs, and it was just like, well, okay, well, you don't want to, work on this, build this. You want to keep playing around? All right, bye. No need to drag it on, trying to find out what's wrong with you. No need to try to go in depth with it. Nope. Thank you, Asia, for your donation. So I just this moment. Read the title, please, Insanity, and let me know. I feel like I might have to make an announcement here. Um, but sometimes things are right there. But yes, if it says donations only, that means no free services are offered. But I do feel like I might have to make an announcement soon. I don't want to necessarily because I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about it or what exactly to what extent. But there might be something as far as maybe a pause on free readings, maybe a stop, maybe a switch up. I do them, or it's going to be something, but I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that my finances aren't exactly where I want them, maybe need them to be. So it is going to be it's going to be have to be some type of pullback as far as free services because I feel like right now, and I don't know how long, I have no type of business of doing any free services here. Like I have no type of business doing that because I have to stay in reality. Like if I do free services all day all long, um, my bills won't be paid, and I'll probably be homeless. So, and I am a giver, and I do love to do free reads sometimes, but not to the extent to where I'm gonna be on the streets. So. I do feel like because I keep getting it, even when I say donations only, I keep getting people still trying to push up on the free services. And I get it. Sometimes you might expect it because I do it oftenly, but you know, I've definitely been in that hole before, and I don't want to go back in that hole to where just keep giving, 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 and then next thing you know, I look up and I'm not where I want to be. Let's do the typical question. Messages from person voiceover. Can we skip the? Oh yeah, the voiceover doesn't necessarily include sexual messages. That's only if you ask like messages from my person, and then I'll probably pick up on some sexual cards or something. Um, I don't think I ever necessarily actually channeled sexual messages as far as like in a channeling. So I don't know. I don't know. It might be something. Can we skip the sexual message and just do a longer regular reading? Okay, yes. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, we can do that. I'm probably gonna have to be short with either the cards or the voiceover. So I usually like to start with just doing a voiceover. because I feel like if I've already pulled cards, it might block off the voiceover. I don't know. Because sometimes I get way more channeling than with the cards. Because sometimes, I don't know, it just blocks it off. Let's tap in. Got some heart chakra meditation going on in the background, in case anybody was wondering. I love this because it got rain with it too. I lose myself fantasizing about you. There's definitely been quite a few days that I just fantasize about you all day. And that was just my day for the day.